Good morning. So grateful to be together this morning. I'm welcoming you to our Center for Spiritual Living Morristown, and our Facebook Live. So just take a breath with me, okay? Join me, just taking a breath, becoming fully present. Yes, that's how it is. That's how it goes. So this morning, my topic is the power of your word. And I want to explore this idea that our word is so powerful that it's actually our life. Our life is our word is our life. And in this revolution that is taking place in the world right now, we are called to awaken our word in more powerful ways. So, my name is Frankie Timmers, and I'm the spiritual director at Center for Spiritual Living Morristown in beautiful New Jersey. We are the teachers of the science of mind. We teach the science of mind philosophy founded by Dr. Ernest Holmes. If you're new to us, we love having you, and there are lots of rebroadcasts. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Say hello in the comments. Share this with others. Let other people know we're here doing this. Tag someone. Tap on the many bubbles that are there. Let us know where you're from. If you have any comments, I always look at the comments later, and I'm always open to ideas, suggestions, thoughts, topics, and to hear your experiences. Check out our website, www.cslmorristown.org, for further information. So today I want to talk about the power of your word. And there is the three parts to that, which is your word, my word, your word. And it's about the clarity of our word and how we can grow our word, which is our life, right? And then to look at what we stand for. What do we stand for, and how can we stand for it in a more powerful way so we can be part of the revolution, becoming the evolution that we really all want? I mean, don't we all want equality and justice for all, the freedom to live a well lived life for all? I think we do. So, the first thing I want to say is Happy Father's Day to all of you dads out there. You are amazing, and I bless you and I thank you. And so enjoy the day. And if you're one of the fathers that whose hearts are aching right now, because besides there being so many experiences in the world of fatherhood, there's also a patriarchal system that is breaking down right now that may cause a lot of heartache. But those of you fathers who have heartache because you're not with your children or you've lost your children, just soak up the love that is there for all the fathers who are truly feeling blessed today. Just soak it up, take it in. If not, just take in my love for you. So I have a lot to say, and I could sit here for hours and hours talking to you about what I have to say, but I think I've been able to squeeze it into about 20 minutes. So I want to talk about our word and the power of our word. Our word is our life. The word was the beginning. In the beginning was the word. In the Bible, in the book of John, it says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God in the beginning. And so, for a moment, I want you to think about the word God, because if that word does not resonate with you and it doesn't speak to you, and you have an old idea that no longer serves you, just change the word. Personally, I like to use the word love with capital letters. So hear it with a different word. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with love, and the Word was love. For you, that might be the divine, peace, harmony, creativity, joy. Just change it so that it begins to feed you. I believe that we are all called to be love right now in greater and yet greater ways, in areas that we maybe haven't even thought of yet, in new and different ways, in a revolutionary way. One of the revolutionary spiritual and ethical teachers that I have loved for decades is Bell Hooks. And Bell Hooks is a social commentator, an essayist, a memoirist, and a poet. She says that we must decolonize our minds. And the way we do that is we begin to surrender participation in whatever sphere of coercive hierarchical domination. We enjoy individual and group privilege. That's where we do it. So, this essay called Love as the Practice of Freedom by Bell Hooks proposes an ethic of love as the means by which we might be guided to turn away from an ethic of domination. I want to read the first paragraph. It's like a 4 or 5 page document. In this society, there is no powerful discourse on love emerging either from politically progressive radicals or from the left. The absence of a sustained focus on love in progressive circles arises from a collective failure to acknowledge the needs of the spirit and an overdetermined emphasis on material concerns. Without love, our efforts to liberate ourselves and our world community from oppression and exploitation are doomed. As long as we refuse to address fully the place of love in struggles for liberation, we will not be able to create a culture of conversion where there is a mass turning away from an ethic of domination. So we are called to be the word love in deeper, more powerful, more creative, and more equal ways. So that the word is not just a thought, something nice to talk about, something to say, something to write, but it is something that is truly believed, truly done, truly lived. It's Emerson who said, "What you do speaks so loudly, I cannot hear what you say." That's not to inspire shame or guilt, because I decided a while ago I'm not doing guilt. I'm not doing shame. I'm looking for creativity and inspiration and healing and love. And so here we are noticing all of this because we can't escape it, that COVID-19 pandemic has revealed the underbelly of world society, of inequality, injustice, violence, corruption, systems breaking down, political systems, health systems, economical systems, justice systems. They are all breaking down. And it's not that all of a sudden here it is, it's been there all along. But COVID-19 has brought it to the surface in a way because we can see and notice that it is really one global experience, one world. I have been brought to my knees plenty of times these last few months. Sometimes not knowing what to say, what to do, how to do it, where to begin, knowing only to treat and pray, to ask for forgiveness, to offer love and support. And so what we're really seeing is an old system dying and a new one being born. And we see how separation demonstrates and manifests when we are not living from the purity of the oneness of all life. I don't think it's going to end anytime soon. It's been so long that this system has been created, it's going to take a while to break it down. But each of us are alive now because we are being called to be a part of it in a powerful way, especially those of us who say we are spiritual beings on a spiritual path. And it's also that it can't just be about doing my inner work, doing my inner work. It has to be from me to we. It has to be the remembrance that the work I do is for the oneness of all life, for all living beings, for all creation. And so it's that work to move towards a world that works for everyone, to being more loving instead of fearing, to embrace our differences, to be curious and awed about our differences, to learn what's in other people's hearts that we maybe didn't know before. Is it uncomfortable? Absolutely. I hope you're uncomfortable. I hope you're struggling. I hope that you're experiencing the pain of others. I hope you're experiencing conflict. If you are, it's a good thing because it means that we are awakening, that we are looking at where we can participate, what wants to be healed, what it is that we can do. And so when I was a little girl, somebody gave me a gift at a birthday, a little girl in the Netherlands growing up. And it was a little statue of three little monkeys, which I learned later is called the three wise monkeys. And the monkeys is hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. And at that time, I understood it as an action, and it is. But now I know it's more than action. It's a feeling inside and outside. It's an inner experience. It's a deeper knowing. It's about self, other, outer, outer. It's much more expansive. And so it becomes a home base. Can this be a home base in a deeper way so that I can experience my own divinity? Speaking, hearing, and seeing, no separation. When I do, then I turn within to allow to dissolve what's in the way. And so we can have the extreme, right? On the extreme ends of both sides where we go, la, 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 la. I'm not seeing it. I'm not hearing it. I can't look at it. I can't see it. I don't want to have anything to do with it. I can't handle it. To being so overly invested and overly involved that it does damage to us and our fellow human beings. I believe, and that may not be true for everyone, that there is a middle way and that the middle way is one of deeper listening, deeper learning, being a healing aspect in the awakening that is taking place, and deeper service. That's where our action comes from that deeper service. And how do we do that? How does that happen? Mindfully. Remember, the theme for the month is mindfully mavericks, mindful mavericks. And mindfully is being so present that my hearing, my seeing, and my speaking reflects my truest word, the vision that I have for the world, my visionary words from moment to moment to moment. Right now, I am reading a powerful book of another woman that I so am inspired by. I got to hear her speak at the Parliament of World Religions last year, and it's a book by Valerie Carr, See No Stranger, a memoir and manifesto of revolutionary love. I'll highly recommend it. She's an American civil rights activist, lawyer, filmmaker, innovator, and the founder of Revolutionary Love Project. Born and raised in California on a farm. Her family for generations had did farming in California, and they are Sikhs. They're of the Sikh religion, and they experienced so much pain and discrimination when 9/11 happened simply because they are brown and they wear turbans. But in the beginning of the book, she says something that really spoke to me because mostly I have been feeling breathless or I've been holding my breath and I've been telling myself, like the topic from the first Sunday in June, of just breathe. And she says this book is for anyone who feels breathless. Maybe moving through this world in your body is enough to make you feel constriction in your chest. Maybe you are holding someone close to you who is struggling and suffering. Maybe you are reeling from the latest mass shooting or the refugee crisis at the border or the looming threat of climate change or the blistering pace of a global pandemic. Maybe, like me, you are breathless from all of the above. I thought my breathlessness was a sign of my weakness until a wise friend told me what I wish to tell you. Your breathlessness is a sign of bravery. It means you are awake to what is happening now. The world is in transition. Revolutionary love is what's called for. It's no longer a spirituality of loving myself and healing where I can't, or loving myself because I haven't been loved enough. It's now being the love we already are in the world. And that's so unique and individual for each of us. But that's what we're called to do and be, so that the evolution that is taking place and has since the beginning of time is one of oneness, where every single person is my brother and or my sister, is me. And so what would I do if everyone is felt and experienced as my brother and sister? How would I stand up? How would the me become the we? It starts with listening, deeper listening to each other, especially those who are suffering, especially the indigenous people, black and brown people, people of color, people of different faiths, people of different birth or families or cultural background or gender or sexuality, to listen, to learn, to love, and from that place to serve from moment to moment to moment, and to know that what's in the way just needs to be dissolved. It wants to be dissolved. It's ready to be let go of. We can let it go in celebration of the oneness of all life. And so the question is, what do I stand for? And how do I stand for it? And how do I stand up for it? What do I stand for? How do I stand up for it? How do I stand for it? How does it show up in my world? So I want to close with a quote, and then I want to share a few things that are happening at our center, and then I want to close with a healing treatment for the world, for all of us. Audre Lorde said, I have come to believe over and over again that what is most important to me must be spoken, made verbal, and shared, even at the risk of having it bruised and misunderstood. Even at the risk of having it bruised or misunderstood. So, I want to remind you to check out what's going on at our center on the website. We are not yet meeting in person. We're doing lots of live streaming events, this one, and then rebroadcast, of course. This is on Facebook Live and YouTube. It shows up on our website. On Wednesday nights, I'm doing spirit tea time Just come and experience an opportunity to connect and to heal. That's at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then on Saturdays, I'm doing your treatment hour. Just show up and I treat for you. And then we have social hour after this. If you don't know about this and you want to be a part of it, just email us at office@cslmorristown.org or me, Frankie, Frankie, at cslmorristown.org, or just put it right here in the comments. On July 9th, we have a special event. It's an art event via Zoom. You're going to be creating mandalas. So that's already been posted here on this Facebook Live, this Facebook page. And then on Saturday, on July 15th, for 5 Wednesdays, I am teaching something called flourishing. It's really about knowing that abundance is inherent and it's here to be lived. And then we have a special guest on Sunday because I'm taking a few days off. And so Reverend Janice Balera and Reverend Rich Volk are going to be broadcasting from our center without a public, just a few volunteers. And Theo Tilton is assisting, and Reverend Janice will be speaking, and Reverend Rich will be doing the music. That's next Sunday. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, Meetup, Instagram, our website. If you like to give, we welcome your generosity. Just go to our website and give there. So let's close with a healing treatment. Thank you for being here. Thank you for making a difference in the world by living this beautiful teaching. You are amazing. So right here, right now, I turned from the outer to the inner, from other to spirit within, from the world of separation to the world of oneness, all already and ever available within my own heart of hearts. I trust and know that this is the well that I get to go to anytime I need to replenish. And I remember when I say I, my, me, I'm not speaking about Frankie, I'm speaking about the higher self in each and every one of us, the place where we're all one, all connected. And so truth is revealing itself by means of me, by means of my experience. Whatever shows up in my life, in my world, in my experience is information. And today I take this information to look, to listen, to learn, and to act. I use it to awaken to my magnificence, which is here to assist the world in being a world that works for everyone. And there are as many ways to do this as there are people on the planet. So I trust that what needs to happen is happening, what needs to be revealed is revealed, that I am guided in what is mine to be and mine to do in the world, and that I can trust it from a place of love, revolutionary love, from a place of awakening and knowing that every one on this planet has as its spiritual inheritance the right to feel safe, to feel loved, to feel seen, to experience justice, and to be equal to spirit within. That's the new world that we are birthing right now. And what's falling away may be heartache and more heartache and more heartache. But I lend my consciousness to the falling away and the birthing of the new every moment of every day. And I'm grateful that that is mine to do and mine to be. I trust this evolution. And so it is. Be well. Be blessed.